Previously on the MPP.
Yeah.
This was like
Um,
a couple days after like the new year, and everyone was like, "Great,
yeah, it was like 5 days, 4 days after. So, um,
2024 aliens."
yeah, off to the start. There's like little TikTok videos of people calling their parents who work at the police department in Miami, and they're like, "Oh, we can't talk about it. We can't talk about it." But who knows if those are real?
Yeah,
Like
exactly. It's probably their friend on the other line.
it's just their dad's friend. They're like, "Hey, let's make a TikTok.
Hey,
Just pretend like you can't talk about it. Just say you can't talk about it."
yeah, exactly.
But it's always fun to think about.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun until it happens.
Yeah.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the MPP, the Noah and Patrick podcast, and this is episode number 70. 70 30 more weeks until we get to, I guess, 200 or 100 of season 2, and I guess we'll restart the season again, right?
Yeah. It'd be 100 episodes on YouTube, I believe.
Yeah, nice. What platform are we going to go to the next 100? In person or what?
I guess we'll see. I don't know. I mean,
Got 30 weeks to
it'd be
figure
kind
it
of
out.
hard to do it in person, but
Yeah, I went back and watched our first video of us trying to do it in person. Just we just had to work out the kinks. It can't be that hard, but felt like it was very hard.
it's really just the location that's
Yeah,
tough.
yeah. Gonna have to find a studio somewhere for free, of course.
Oh yeah, so probably
No,
not in person then.
yeah, no, I'm not paying $5, $10. I don't even know how much you would want to pay.
It'd be a lot. It'd be like renting out a spot. So
Yeah, let's not let's not do that. So you're gonna see us like this for the next 100 episodes. So, and I'm okay with it because it's pretty easy to manage and coordinate between the two of us. But enough about that. Hopefully, everyone viewed our last episode, our mini episode on Tuesday or Wednesday. I uploaded it. We did a full deep dive of the next round, the divisional round in the NFL, and gave our Saturday NFL underdog pick. So go check that out if you haven't already. But good stuff this week. And we'll start with Noah's headlines. What we got,
yeah.
Noah?
So NBA big trade.
Yeah.
I guess you could say one of the stars of the NBA, Pascal Siakam, traded from the Raptors to the Indiana Pacers. Raptors are already part of two big trades, getting RJ Barrett and Emmanuel Quickly for OG and Anobi. But this one, Siakam, they're sending someone away. Siakam for 3 first round picks, which is, hey,
Pretty good.
that's a lot for a guy. I believe he's on his last year of his contract, so he has to either resign or he's hitting free agency. And then they got Bruce Brown and Jordan Nwora. I believe another team was involved. I can't remember. I think the
Pelicans.
Pelicans, and they were just sending someone away,
Yeah.
probably to clear up money for potential other trade for them.
Yeah, I think they
But
got cash in return. That's it.
yeah, so they might be opening up a spot for maybe themselves to make a trade here down the line.
Yep.
But big for the Pacers, trying to make a playoff push right now. Uh, I guess actually finals push because they're already sitting pretty good in the playoff um, situation. They're having a pretty solid year. Just their defense needs some to tighten up. When so like, Siakam's a good defender. Uh, he's a power forward, small forward, so he can defend the big wings and potentially be a big help down the line. Like he can guard someone like a Paul George, LeBron James type player.
Yeah.
Jimmy Butler in the East, even a Giannis if they have to.
Yeah.
But yeah, they do lose some depth with Bruce Brown, who they just signed, I believe, a year ago. So And
Yeah.
Jordan Nwora, I mean, he's
This
probably
was
this.
his first year on the contract. They gave him a 2 year, 45 million. I only know this because I looked it up once this happened, but 2 year, 45 million and gone. See you.
Yeah, he was just a bench guy. I think he was averaging around 12 points a game. So, um, yeah, I mean, I think it's a good trade for the Pacers. It'll work out. Siakam also, I mean, along with his defense, great scorer. He's been
Yeah.
dropping 20s at the very least for the Raptors. Good assist guy. You know, he's a good all around player. So he's got him, Halliburton, Buddy Hield, um, Matherin,
Miles Turner.
Miles Turner.
Damn.
Um, so they got, yeah, I mean, Matherin's like one of the young guys who kind of doesn't really, you don't really think about him as someone who's going to carry the team, but he's
Yeah.
a really good piece to have going along.
Until this trade happened, I couldn't name you everyone on the Indiana Pacers starting lineup. I could only name you Miles Turner and Halliburton. So
Nice.
cool.
Well, giving the Pacers some notoriety,
Yeah.
some headlines, so
I'll give
people.
them a ESPN game.
Yeah, well, this is big because, I mean, those three first round picks, they're not a guarantee. You're gonna pick someone good,
Yeah.
and no one's really gonna go to the Pacers in free agency. So you're gonna have to trade for big names and people
People
you
make a move.
want,
Yeah.
yeah, to make a playoff push right now while they have um, the chance. So a good move in my opinion.
Yeah. I think it's good for both teams.
Yeah, and hopefully they can re-sign Siakam for
I'm sure. There's no way.
uh, at least the next couple of years so that they have him there while they can't pick in the first round. So,
You'd think.
and then next, if you're a football fan watching the playoffs, you know already that the Bills were offering $20 an hour to go and to fans to go and clean up the stadium, the shovel snow in the stadium to get it ready for the game. Um, on Monday, and they were doing that on Saturday for Sunday, Friday for Sunday before they changed the game,
Yeah.
and they're gonna be doing it again. So I think it's good, you know, to get people out there. You have to be 18 and older, obviously. Get
Looked like you had to
paid.
bring your own shovel.
They are offering shovels there. You do not have to bring your own shovel, and uh, I think it's a good way
$20 an hour.
to. I mean, $20 an hour is a lot. That's something that's, you know, not a lot of people make in general.
Yeah. I don't know
And
what the minimum wage is in Buffalo, but
yeah, I'm sure it's not 20.
I don't
There's
think it's 20.
uh it's not even 20 in California. So um
I would say I think they also start like early in the morning, like 4 a.m. I mean, I guess depending on game time, but like start pretty early. Supposedly you get food. The thing is said you get heated breaks. Like no kidding. Like what? You're gonna take a break in the snow?
yeah, they provide a lot for everyone who goes. And it's just, you know, you can come and go as you want. Like it's not like you're being forced to stay once you go. You're just going to help the team, make some money.
Put
Uh,
in 3 hours of work. That's $60.
yeah, it's solid. You know, for I mean, a lot of people probably can't even go to work if they are working because of the snow. You know, it was hard to
Yeah,
travel in the first place. So if they have like an hourly paid job, then you know this makes up for maybe at least a few hours for
yeah.
what they're missing. But the real question is, it's snowing in San Francisco. 49ers need your help, Patrick. Are you going and shoveling snow for $20 an hour?
I mean, I'm not. If I think if I lived close, if it was like a 10-minute walk for me, 15-minute
Let's
walk
just say
maybe,
let's just say you live 20-minute drive. Not
20
20 minute,
minute
well, not a walk,
in the
20-minute
snow, 20
drive.
minute drive. I think I would go for the experience, like do it for at least one game, a couple hours. But if they needed me again, if like Buffalo needs people again, I wouldn't go the same
Yeah.
with them. seems like a lot of work, and you don't get tickets, so it's like I don't know.
Yeah, and it'd
But
be
if
good.
you have tickets to the game and it's snowing, it's like I'm gonna have to clear off my seat anyway, so I might as well just not do it at 3 a.m. before
Yeah,
the game.
it'd be good. If you have never been to the stadium before, maybe you want to go to the stadium.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, did you see the video? I'll probably put it in here where the guy is sliding down the slide where
yeah, I mean,
that was supposed to be.
it's not like
Doesn't look too serious.
no, it's just you're just there to help as much as you can. It's not really like I said, it's not like you're actually like working a
Yeah.
serious job. It's just you're going out there because you want to help the team out. You're a big
Yep.
fan. Make a little cash while
Bills
you're there.
Mafia, am I right?
Make a little cash, you know. But
Yeah.
yeah, diehard fans. If you're a Bills fan and you want to go help the team, they're doing it again. So go
Help the
out
fans
there,
out.
make some money, and help your team. And last but not least, we got some MLB. Everyone's favorite team, the Oakland A's, who are going to be moving out to Las Vegas before I believe it's 2028. So there's still a few more years before they get out there.
More years.
Their lease at Oakland Coliseum is up after this year, so they will need a place to play for the next at least 2 years. They've been looking at some minor league ballparks because obviously they're not going to be playing at like San Francisco. So
Yeah.
um,
There's no shot.
one of them, Sacramento, River Cats, Salt Lake City, home of the Bees in Utah,
Nice.
and there is also the minor league team in Las Vegas that they could go to, but all of these places max 15K seats. So
You would think it would be a sellout every game, right? 15,000.
I mean, they haven't been doing that at Oakland
I
Coliseum. So I guess if those people that live in those areas, um, they want to go see a major league team play, but you're not going to get people traveling, especially like who's going to go and travel? Oakland A's fans aren't going to go travel when you're moving the team.
Yeah.
Like, why would they go support
I
a
think it's just gonna
team?
be casual fans, like how the minor leagues are. It's kind of casual, I would say.
Yeah, it's
It's
just for
like
people who like to watch
$10 for a game
baseball. Yeah,
at most.
yeah, but that might not be the price. I don't know the
Yeah, for
price for the A's because you have to make money. It's a major league team.
$100.
How are you only going to charge $10 in a 15 like thousand
Yeah,
seat stadium? Um,
it's gonna be like when MLB goes and plays for the Little League or like Field of Dreams game. It's like limited capacity, but the
yeah,
tickets are like $300.
yeah, exactly. It's going to be pricey, but
I would not pay over $100 to go see the A's, whatever city they want to call themselves, and in a minor league baseball stadium.
yeah, no, I
But
don't think
it would be cool to see the other team that they're facing. Maybe get cool seats. Up and close.
yeah, depending on how much they're charging, I don't know like exactly what it'll be, but um, yeah, I feel like this is just losing money for them at this point. But hey,
I
shout out
guess
to
they're going to Las
the
Vegas to make money. So
shout out to the owner. Just I think just making some terrible decisions out there, but it is a good chance for, I guess, the areas. If you want to show that you want a team in the area, then you go and show support. You show that
yeah,
you want a baseball team there. Sacramento's a good spot. Salt Lake City is a good spot that could have potential teams in the future for expansion. So if they want to go show that there is a fan base out there that is willing to have a team. Maybe we see some potential expansion teams out there in those areas. So
yeah. They may move to a random city that has like a minor league team. So that should be interesting. Be on the lookout. for that. There is a what was that league that I mentioned the other night? Premier League or something.
I
There's
don't
like
remember.
a private baseball league, and they have an Oakland team
Pioneer.
now. Pioneer, yeah, the Pioneer League. Oakland Ballers. So if you really miss baseball in Oakland, you can go see the Oakland Ballers, who just hired JT Snow for the coaching staff. So very random, but hey, big fans, go and support the Ballers.
Yeah, that's all my topics. So
Cool. On to my headlines this week. Very interesting. I guess I'll introduce this one. Got a question for Noah and see what his thoughts are about this. But uh, almost had a coaching change for the Cowboys. Mike McCarthy was definitely on the hot seat after losing against the Packers last weekend. Jerry Jones is going to stick with them for another year, finish out the contract. Probably looks like. Nick Sirianni for the Eagles on the hot seat because they lost to the Buccaneers after going to the Super Bowl last year. So a lot of people, a lot of coaches on the hot seat. Uh, Washington Commanders, no coach, and the Giants have Brian Daboll. But so everyone in the NFC East, man, it's a struggle out there in that division. So, Noah, comes to my question. Which team is in the best shape in the NFC East, and which team is in the worst shape in the NFC East?
well, I think definitely the worst is going to be the Washington Commanders. I mean, they don't have a head coach. They don't have a franchise quarterback. They just trade away their two best defensive linemen.
Mm-hmm.
Um, they have a lot of needs. They're definitely in a rebuild situation. Nobody even knows what they're going to do with their first pick because they need offensive tackle. They need a QB. Even
Yeah,
on defense, who knows if they trade? Some people are saying trade back and get a defensive end, but uh, no one's really want to go there right now. But the only promising thing is they have new ownership, so they're basically starting over.
yeah,
Probably won't be good for the next 5 years. So, uh, but they're on the up, which is good.
promising,
Yeah,
promising.
and I mean the best situation I think right now is the Cowboys. Yeah, they ended the year badly, but you have a lot of good pieces. I think this was probably their best year to win it, though. That's the only thing. Next year, I don't know how they get better. I think they can only get worse. The only position that maybe they can improve is running back.
Yeah,
Tony Pollard, I believe, is a free agent. And after this year, I don't know if you really want to sign him. He had some good stuff, but he didn't have the year everyone was expecting him to have. You
yeah.
bring in maybe someone more electric, you know,
Ooh,
who they maybe re-sign Pollard, but bring someone in who can split the carries better than what is it, Dowdle,
yeah,
but or make Dowdle the starting back and make Tony Pollard the backup again. See if Tony Pollard can um, play like he did with Elliott. But I don't know. I think a lot of people were right about Pollard, where he just can't take the hits when he's a starting running back.
yeah. Um, I'll just give my opinion real quick. I would say worst shape gonna be a little controversial right now. I'd say worst shape is gonna be the Eagles. Just because it looks like their head coach may be out. Definitely the coordinators are gonna be gone. Um, there's a lot of talk that there's a lot of disconnect from the coach to the players. Jalen Hurts didn't really look like he was taking accountability for uh sucking the last 6 games of the season. I guess he only had like 6 touchdowns in 7 games. Jason Kelsey retired. So they're losing a key piece there. And it looks like the whole offensive line is too old or getting up there in age. So I would say they would be in the worst shape just because they had such of a disappointment end to the season after starting 10-1. And then I would say the best shape would be the Giants because they still have a head coach. They don't really know who's gonna play QB, but at least you have QBs to choose from, and you still have Saquon, and you're kind of just steady, just steady.
Well, Saquon's on a franchise tag, so he might be gone.
He may be gone, but I doubt it. Right? May just
I don't
pay
know.
him.
They didn't want to pay him the money before, so I don't know if they'll pay him again. You might have a team like the Cowboys swoop in and pay him some money, and he
Yeah,
may just go to the Cowboys.
yeah,
But yeah, the Eagles I can see. I just think their problems are fixable like now. That's the thing. Like I think they can, fix these problems in a season.
yeah,
They're a destination people want to go to play. You know, in Philadelphia, big market, so they can sign some free agents, especially if they lose um, Kelsey, which I guess was prematurely announced about his retirement with I think it was Schefter who
yeah.
um,
And he was
said it
telling
early.
players.
Yeah, so still no official word on it, but
I just think the Commanders, there's a lot of you're kind of in a good shape. You may get a good coach, or an offensive coordinator turn head coach. You're most likely going to draft a QB with the number two pick, so at least you're going to have hopefully a franchise QB for the next 4 years, 5 years.
yeah,
So
there's just a lot of hoping for the Commanders, which is why I think they're
the worst shape.
in the worst shape. I mean, like, yeah, you could pick a QB second, but I mean, how much does that really work out when you think about it? Like Zach Wilson, like Johnny Manziel, there's like a
I
lot
mean,
of
you have an
QBs in the
opportunity
first
to get,
round there,
Drake May, Jaden Daniels, Michael Penix,
and potentially Caleb Williams. Who
Caleb
knows?
Williams. Yeah, you don't know. So,
Yeah, but
um,
I don't know if any of
next,
those guys are home runs.
next, Cam McCormick. If you don't know that name, uh, I don't know. You probably shouldn't. But Cam McCormick, just got granted a ninth year of eligibility to play college football. Uh, this guy was playing football when even when I was there at Oregon in 2016. And he's still playing football. He's going back for his ninth year. Little rundown. He redshirt season at Oregon 2016. Played 13 games as a redshirt 2017, 2018. Had a season ending injury, and then he missed 2019 season, missed 2020 because of COVID, and injured 2021. He had another season ending injury, and then 2022 played 13 games as a seventh year senior. Then last year he transferred to Miami, played 13 games, and then he got a ninth year, 2024 this year. Gonna play for Miami again. So man,
Yeah,
that's a lot of years. I don't know what he's studying. Probably like I think he already has his bachelor's and a master's, so
yeah.
he's going
I
for a
mean,
doctorate, right?
it sounds like doctor takes a couple more years, but um, sounds like a lot. But obviously, a lot of injuries.
Yeah,
He missed basically 3 full years, so technically it would be his fourth year or fifth year.
yeah,
Um, but yeah, so it's a long time. He's the same age as us. It's pretty crazy to think. Still playing college football. Yeah, he's just living his best life out there. I bet partying it up, kind of weird, um, but good for
kind
him.
of weird.
I mean, going to college. Who I don't know if he actually does, but like,
Yeah,
if you're going to college
probably.
parties, you've been there for 9 years already.
You
I mean,
probably
I'm sure
got
in
it.
Miami he's going to college parties. Like,
Oh yeah, it's Miami.
yeah, because I mean, I bet you he hangs out with his teammates, and there's probably some of them who can't go to clubs yet
Yeah,
because you're 18 years old, 20 years old. You'll turn 21, so you're a junior in college. Um, there's those 3 years right there, like not going to the club. So, um, yeah, well, I mean, just
good for him.
good for him. He's just
Doing his thing. He wants
living
to play
life.
football.
Yeah, I wonder what he'll do after.
And then finally, my last headline, little NFL head coach predictions. There's a lot of talk going around where Bill Belichick is looking like he's going to the Falcons. He's getting a second interview with the Falcons. Jim Harbaugh looks like if he, if the Chargers offer him a position, it looks like it's his for the taking. If not, Chargers are going to have to look somewhere else. No word on the Panthers and the Commanders. Those guys are hopeless.
I don't even think they're looking.
They're looking, but
I
Mike
don't know if they
Vrabel's
are
still out
looking.
there. Uh, Still a good candidate. They got Dan Quinn going to Seattle, maybe. People are saying Mike Vrabel would be a better fit for Seattle. Um, yeah. What do you think? No, like Belichick as the head coach for the Falcons. Interesting.
Yeah, I think that's a lock already, probably. Um, I think that's probably the best situation, probably out of all these teams next to the Chargers. But the Chargers are kind of a mess, but they're also like a good team. It's kind of weird, but
Yeah.
um, yeah, Falcons they have a chance to get a quarterback, trade up, maybe bring in Kirk Cousins. You know
Russell
that
Wilson.
Yeah, Russell. There's a lot of options for Bill Belichick there. They already have a pretty. I mean, I think the Falcons defense was top 10 before like the last two games of the season. So
Yeah.
um, they have promising players on defense, and Bill Belichick's a defensive-minded coach. So I think that's the best spot for him. Um, with a Jim,
Harbaugh.
right? Harbaugh. I think he'll land with the Chargers. If not
Yeah.
him, then it'll be Vrabel. I think those two are probably the best spots for the Chargers and Herbert. But other than that, like I don't know, like the Titans, I don't know who they're looking at. Uh, Commanders, like you said, Commanders and Panthers, like they're probably the two most needy teams for a head coach. Once you sign the head coach, then you can kind of get everything rolling. Like
Yeah.
thinking about draft processes, how you're gonna turn that thing around. It's gonna have to be free agency because they have like one of their best defenders, Brian Burns, is a free agent, and
Yeah.
are they gonna bring him back? Like, there's a lot of stuff that needs to happen with those two teams, and I think this they need to get something going pretty soon because they're starting to lose out on some of these guys.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know who's gonna want to coach there. Honestly, it's just especially the Panthers, what
The
they just did
owner is
with
awful.
especially what the Panthers just did with their last head coach. I don't know who's going to want to coach there. It's a
Yeah.
mess over there.
Yeah. So we'll
And
see.
you're stuck with Bryce for a couple years at the very least because they're not
Yeah.
giving up on him yet. So you can't
No.
get your own QB.
Which you may come in there, get a good couple of offensive linemen, protect them more. We'll see what Bryce Young can do, but
And
it's
I mean, they
it's
have no
rough.
picks to really help him. So it's just you're not really going to get. I mean, you can get a good offensive lineman in like the later rounds, but you have like
Yeah.
two generational tackles supposedly in Fashanu and Alt, and you're missing out on them because you had to get Bryce Young instead of I don't know. I don't know what they would have done, but
Yeah, I don't know.
it's
But
tough over there
I
for the
mean, they
Panthers.
traded DJ Moore and they traded Christian McCaffrey. Like
Yeah, and
now you're stuck with Adam Thielen.
They traded McCaffrey for like nothing. It was
Yeah.
like the weirdest trade too. It was like
Yeah. But those are my headlines from this last week. We'll keep everyone updated next week. Hopefully, we get some head coaching hirings next week as well. But what do you want to do? We can go a little Weddle. I think we have time.
yeah, maybe we can try.
If it's as quick as it's been last couple of weeks.
Yeah, we just gotta go to fire out the answers.
uh, Adam Thielen.
Sure, why not? Start off with the Adam Thielen. Wide
Wide
receivers,
receiver.
ABC, younger, lower than 19.
Rice again.
Yeah, I could do Rasheed Rice. I don't know how tall he is, so this will be good for the age wise.
Lower than number 4.
Older than 23. It's like someone in his like 26 to 30 range, it looks like.
Yeah. It's
Um,
Chargers.
I mean, yeah, Chargers. There's Joshua. No, but Joshua was 5. Lower than
Oh,
4. The
sorry.
numbers. The numbers should help a lot.
Chiefs. Uh, Duh.
Higgins is 5. Jamar Chase. Jamar
It's
Chase. Jamar Chase.
Jamar
Jamar Chase.
Chase.
Jamar Chase.
Oh,
6 foot.
number 0. Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
0. So Calvin Ridley.
Yeah,
He's
let's
the
take
only
that.
one I can think of
Yeah,
as
that's a
a
good.
0.
Yeah, let's say it's him. Yeah,
Yeah.
nice.
Uh,
Calvin
Quick.
Ridley. Those are two good guesses by you. I always forget about Calvin Ridley, but
Yeah.
I guess that's our whittle. And finally, we'll do our underdog fantasy picks. These are for our 2 Sunday games: Tampa Bay at Detroit, Kansas City at Buffalo. Noah, who we got? Who are we riding with this week?
Yeah. So we could start off with Tampa and Detroit. So Baker Mayfield has been balling. The passing yards keep going up, but I'm still going to stick with it. I'm going to go Baker Mayfield higher than 261 and a half passing yards. Very pass heavy, especially with Detroit's defense. Run defense has been really good all year, so I believe they're going to be passing the ball a lot this game.
Yeah.
Um, Next, let's go to the next game. Got both my picks over here: KC versus Buffalo. Rasheed Rice, I'm gonna go with higher than 69 receiving yards. He's above or than there. But he has been killing it this past. I mean, just the end of the season. He's been doing great. And then I will also go Dalton Kincaid higher than 40 and a half receiving yards. He's so
Ooh,
38 and a half is going down.
even better.
I mean he's just like a safety net kind of for Josh Allen, just like every tight end, and he always finds a way to get open.
Nice. Yeah. Good pick, sir. My picks going with Detroit Lions. Could choose Amaron St. Brown. Going with David Montgomery. He's gotten a touchdown in the last 3 games. You don't have to worry about rushing yards here. You just need David Montgomery, maybe on the 2 yard line, to rush one and put one in there for you. So I'm gonna go higher, .5 touchdown, rushing or receiving. Next, this guy's getting a lot of touches. He did last week against his former team. And I'm going with Josh Reynolds higher than 3 receptions. I think last week he got 7. So maybe he's looking towards Josh Reynolds more if Amaron St. Brown is covered. And then if you need a bonus pick, maybe it's the time. He hasn't gotten a touchdown in maybe 7 games, 8 games, but why not go this game when Josh Allen needs one the most? Stephon Diggs getting a touchdown here, receiving touchdown. It's kind of a stretch, but I think I have confidence in this pick.
Yeah, tough end to the year for Stephon Diggs.
Yep. End on a high note. Come on, Buffalo. You got this. But those are our underdog fantasy picks for the Sunday NFL games. Let us know what you think about those. Yeah. And it looks like, people are choosing our picks, Noah. How does that make you feel?
I feel bad for him. I think we lost the last 4 picks. So
Nice. Well, Glad you won't include that in the TikTok. So
No, this is just for anyone who watched to the end.
to the end. Dang. I didn't know that stat.
I mean, I don't know exactly how many, but it has not been. I think the last time I've been betting on them, I think we've missed them by two. Like just like or like if
Yeah.
you insured it, you missed it by one.
Yeah.
Barely. It's been a little rough, but
Okay.
hopefully they just pick and choose from it. Maybe they like the Rasheed Rice, maybe they like the Stephon Diggs picks,
Yeah.
so they just add those to their own picks.
Yeah.
No, we're not trying to sway anybody to pick. We don't know the future. Gambling is gambling for a reason, and we do not endorse unless
Just gotta get it. Gotta get
Underdog pays. Um, but it's just for fun. Don't go out there spending your whole paycheck on this stuff.
it.
Just
Yeah.
just like us, we just do it for fun. $1.
Very casual.
That's it. Just $1. You put in $50, you get 50 picks for $1.
Maybe
If you
$2 if you're feeling lucky.
Yeah, I feel a little lucky. I put 3 on the MLB season picks that I made. So
Oh,
maybe we'll go
nice.
over that, in the future.
Those
But
up.
yes, still have a few months till that happens. But um, yeah,
But yeah, that's the end of this episode. Hopefully, everyone enjoyed episode number 70. Go follow us on TikTok at the MPP Live. Go subscribe to our channel. And we'll see everyone in the next one in our mini episodes on Wednesday. Go check those out.
yeah.
See ya.